The truth.
I want to show y'all a picture real quick and let y'all look at it for a minute. Then we'll get into talking what's going on here, what I'm thinking about going on. So we'll go ahead and pop this up here. Let y'all go ahead and look at this picture right here. You can see President T right here in his black jacket or dark blue jacket and a blue tie. And right next to it is this symbolic of the color of Israel's flag. Real similar in color. In fact, if you go find an Israeli flag, Israel flag, it is the same color as the tie that Donald Trump wears currently. So there is a reason for that, guys. And of course, I'll go ahead and tell you ahead of time that it is a conclusion that, that flag, we stand for Israel, makes basically Donald Trump saying, I stand for Israel. The similarities is it shows where his allegiance or his ties, if you will, his allegiance goes to. Red is to the crown of England, yes, and gold is to the church, and also blue is to Israel. So he's been wearing red and blue ties of recent. Used to he would wear gold and purple, which indicates royalty. So that's kind of important in what decisions and everything, what he's showing to signifies when he does certain things. Of course, we also know the numerology. And he's very slick about it, but he slips in the numbers now and then really good. But the thing I've been wanting to get about going on here, guys, I'm trying to wrap my head about what all this is about in the Middle East. Pardon. Now, somebody has said, this is another country, analysis coming out of another country, that the Strait of Hormuz will ignite the Third World War. And I kind of agree that that area, that region right there, will most likely be the trigger point or something from that. And I've been trying to figure out why. Well, almost all the oil coming out of the Middle East or out of that area comes through the Strait of Hormuz. And once whoever controls it, controls the flow of energy, of oil around the world. Already several nations in the Middle East and other areas of Mediterranean countries are saying that they're having an energy problem. In fact, this is spreading across the board to the eastern area of the Asian countries as far as Thailand because China's not getting the oil that they're supposed to get from this area. And so they have a loss of production. So they're not shipping out fuel supplies to other countries. They're keeping it for themselves for the most part. And we know that Russia basically has halted or had to stop a lot of oil shipments or oil supplies going out across the country to Europe and other countries like that. And that's really put a strain on China and everybody else, guys, because, I mean, this is getting to be a pointed thing. Now, remember, we took out Venezuela not too long ago, and that was pointed, guys. This is the kind of the weakest link in the chain, if you will. It's close by. It's very big in energy supplies and also other minerals, but big in oil for China. And China had to lock down on that oil going to them. So we took Venezuela from them. And that choked off their supply of oil big time. And now we're down in Ecuador. Well, you kind of know why. It's not drug supplies, okay? It's oil. Now we have basically closed off, because of the actions of the United States and Israel, we have cut off the oil supplies to everybody else in the world. And there's where we're at right now, guys. And there's only one other place that China, per se, can get really the energy supplies they need for their industrial world, and that's from North Korea. So as this is being handled in the Middle East, guess where we're going to start directing our attention to next? North Korea, guys. And this is going to be a picking point because it's right there. It's the main supply of coal energy to China and also Russia. And if we cut off this part of it right here, well, all hell will break loose. And the big thing is, guys, write this right now, is because we're cutting off the supply of oil to China. That's basically it right there. Cutting off the fuel supply, oil supply to China is because of minerals. China has a lockdown on minerals, and guess who's going to have a lockdown on oil supplies and fuel supplies for China? Well, yeah, us. So, yeah, that's what's going down right now. I do believe, guys. I've been trying to get a lockdown on what the hell is about. I was wanting to point my fingers at Netanyahu and Israel. But yeah, they're in on it, guys. Don't think wrong. And of course, BlackRock, Larry Fink is Jewish, so just put one and one together, and you see the picture. So all this right here is being done, guys. Lock, stock, and barrel. We're cutting off the fuel supply, the oil supplies to China and all the other Eastern countries, Asian countries like this. It depends on it, but at the same time, cutting it off to the rest of the world too, because Russia said they're cutting back supplies of oil too. So, think it's planned? I think so. And here's the thing, guys, I want to tell y'all right now. Stock up on everything. Food, uh, uh, dry goods, everything like that. Paper products, anything you might need. Because right now, I do believe we're going to see a recession or oil, what do you call it, famine, if you will, gas famine, like we've seen worse than what we've seen in the 70s. I think transportation will come damn near to a halt. I'm already seeing stops in other countries go around Iran and everything. Their roads, their fuel supplies are dwindling off, and it's hard for them to get any fuel. And this is going to start spreading out like the puddle rings in a pond with a rock thrown in it, just spreading out like this. Pretty soon, guys, this is going to affect us. Now, we do have our own domestic oil supply. We do have our own domestic oil for production. But to be honest, guys, that oil here in the United States is kind of crappy. It really is. So the only other place we've got oil that we can get oil from is Venezuela right now. So this is going to be a bad thing, guys. So I'm telling you ahead of time, you might as well get ready to stock up. This is going to be worse than the pandemic of 2020. It's probably going to be worse than the oil famine of the 1972 or 73, was it, whenever it was. Yeah. And it's going to be worse than that. So, well, I'm just letting you know ahead of time, guys, that you need to go ahead and stock up. I hope you'll have a groovy day. And as always, reach out. Be nice to somebody, guys. Right now is a good time to start being really connecting with your people and everything, family. If you got some outside groups that you connect with about some supplies and everything, you need to start spreading the word, guys, because we're getting ready to have a shutdown on fuel supplies, which means production, transportation, and everything else. So, another thing, start growing some stuff. You'll need to. Y'all have a groovy day. Later, taters.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.